Tonight, we're taking a closer look at West Nile virus just over a week after a batch of mosquitoes tested positive in McDonough County, Illinois. Now, this virus not only targets humans, but also some farm animals. Hagen Zinneker has more on what it can do to humans and animals.
West Nile virus is a family of enveloped positive-strand RNA viruses, which infect mainly mammals and birds, with the virus usually being transmitted through mosquitoes. The virus causes West Nile fever, which thankfully a vast majority of humans will experience minor symptoms.
1/4 of patients who are infected will exhibit symptoms. That being said, only about 1 or 2% are reported because the symptoms are so mild, people just typically think that they have a cold. West Nile can turn into something more serious, but that is less than 1% of cases.
The serious symptoms could manifest as either encephalitis or meningitis. Humans may be less susceptible to the virus, but certain farm animals, mainly horses, are not a part of that group. Up to 40% of horses can develop symptoms which can result in severe neurological problems.
Typically it's more spasmodic, but you can have paralysis. Same thing within humans. One of the neurologic signs is a flaccid paralysis. Your limb goes limp, but not quite the same thing as a stroke. But for horses, yes, they can get it as well. Typically the recovery rate for them is kind of poor.
Thankfully, there has been a vaccine introduced to combat West Nile virus in horses, and there has already been a decline in cases. However, the same cannot be said for humans, despite tons of research.
We're working on a vaccine, but as of right now, it's just pretty much supportive cares. That being said, most of the cases, since they are such mild symptoms, they don't really need much of anything. The only time that you really need anything is if it does get into the brain or spinal cord.
If you're worried about getting it, the easiest thing to do is to remove any standing water locations where mosquitoes like to gather. Additionally, wear insect repellent if you are going to a location where mosquitoes are present, or just avoid mosquitoes entirely. Reporting from Kirksville, I'm Hagen Zinneker.